And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And now some motion before the snap. Man, this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to go down again. Michael Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The play clock's running down. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defense showing blitz. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Over the middle, it's complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Being chased out left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton steps away to his left. 20. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 44 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Fournette, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion comes the tight end left. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Charles, we've got a second here to discuss Cincinnati as their offense works their way back out there. Marvin Lewis, many thought on the way out, but now a 2-year extension, and it's 2 straight years without them being in the playoffs after 5 straight in the playoffs. Were you surprised that Marvin Lewis was given the extension?
I actually was because he was at the end of his contract.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. Able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Eifert has it. That one good for 7 that time. And the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Mixon. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. The toss play to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's second down. Dalton looking. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Dalton throwing on second down. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now they run with Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On play action, it's Bortles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Bortles. Buying time to his left. Got some room at the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And the big tight end shifting around. Back to throw, Bortles. Throw left left side complete. That's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory with 9 seconds remaining. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And that is going to seal this victory